I was debating whether to have Wonder Woman a DPS or a tank, but ultimately I decided to make her a tanky DPS, kind of like Wolverine or Mr. Fantastic from Marvel Rivals. That means she'll have 350 HP, putting her at the very top of DPS class in terms of health. To go along with this, she has a defensive ability called Bracelets of Submission. This is based on her Bracelets of Submission / Victory, as they're sometimes known, and it lets her deflect and reflect incoming projectiles. This ability is important because it ties to a role as a tanky DPS. She's not soaking up damage like Superman, but she can still deal with pressure and punish enemies that try to zone her out. Normally, I'd talk about primary fire first, but I mentioned ability 1 beforehand because it connects directly to her class identity. That leads to the next thing I had to figure out, how she actually fights. I was debating whether to have her primary fire her fists, which is more usually shown nowadays, or her more canonically accurate sword and shield. In the end, I went with her fists for base form. Primary fire Amazonian fists. She fights hand to hand. Her damage sits between Superman and Batman, less damage than Superman, more than Batman. In terms of crit chance, or she doesn't have any, obviously Batman's the only one that does, though I would say she does more damage from critical hits than the likes of Batman. In fact, she would have one of the highest damages from critical hits. This gives her a solid, consistent brawler energy without being too bursty or too passive. Ability 2, the Lasso of Truth. This is iconic. There's no way this wasn't going to be an ability. The ability is she lassos an enemy and pulls them in. The target is immobilized for 2 to 3 seconds. While they are caught, their cooldowns is revealed, their ability charge is revealed, and the locations of all their teammates is revealed for 1 to 5 seconds. This is a great help setting up picks or gathering quick info mid-fight. Ability 3, Themyscira Crown. Launch a ricocheting crown that bounces between enemies. She launches her crown, ricochets between 3 enemies, and deals low damage, though there is a certain radius in which it can bounce between the enemies. Team-up ability, Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Batman gains plus 50 HP as the anchor. Wonder Woman and Superman gain a chance to crit from non-headshots. Ult charges 1.5 times faster, with the ultimate being Amazonian Warrior. This is her power-up mode. She gains plus 150 HP, bringing her to 500 HP total, making her more of a tank. She switches to her sword and shield. The sword deals more damage and has a higher crit chance. Ability 1 gets replaced. She now uses a shield instead with 300 HP. It blocks melees and projectiles attacks, but doesn't reflect them like her bracelets do. It's power spike that gives her extra survivability and lets her hit a lot harder while still playing close-range brawler. That's Wonder Woman, tanky DPS, strong up close, defensive when needed, and built to go toe-to-toe with other frontline threats without losing that team utility edge. In my opinion, I think she's made to be more of a tank buster, or at least that's what I tried to do, especially in the Amazonian Warrior part. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, check out the previous 2 parts where I went over Superman and Batman. Or if you prefer volleyball and anime, be sure to check out my latest Haikyuu videos. I absolutely love Haikyuu, so I love making those videos, and I'm already writing the script for the next one. So be sure to check that out when it comes out in around 2 weeks' time. Till next time, peace.